for gracing this prestigious occasion, which seeks to honor the legacy and preserve the memory of King Shaka. As the leadership of the city, we also want to thank the Premier, Honorable Tamintuli, for the leadership he has provided in preparation for this event, which is a significant step towards the transformation of our heritage landscape. We have no doubt that this statue will instill a sense of pride and identity among the people of KwaZulu-Natal and South Africa as a whole. It will be a symbol of unity and social cohesion among all of us, as we know that King Shaka is credited for uniting the Zulu nation. The erection of this statue marks the beginning of a long journey we must embark upon to rewrite our history, which had been deliberately distorted to glorify our oppressors. We trust that we'll use this monument as a point of reflection about decades of struggle and sacrifice to end oppression. As a city, we want to commit to working with all stakeholders to ensure that distortion and imbalances in our heritage landscape are corrected through the creation of new monuments that affirm our diverse histories. Program directors, this statue is a welcomed addition to our list of tourism sites, and we have no doubt it will also enhance tourism experience of visitors to Durban. We are pleased that when visitors arrive at the King Shaka International Airport, they will now be greeted by this colossal statue. As the leadership of the city, we are saying that this event could not have come at a better time, as it has also bolstered our efforts to attract visitors to Durban. We want to assure everyone who is planning to visit Durban that during this festive season, they will have safe and memorable holidays in our city. We have worked diligently to repair our water and sanitation infrastructure that was damaged by floods. This is demonstrated by the fact that out of 23 bathing beaches, 21 are open and safe for swimming. To ensure the safety of tourists, we have established a unit within Metropolis that is dedicated to tourist safety. We have also procured 170 high-performance vehicles to increase police visibility in communities and tourist sites. Let me once again take this opportunity to welcome you all, and let us continue to honor and preserve the memory of our heroes and heroines for future generations. Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Siyathokoza ngicela siphe ubaba umeya ihlombe elikhulu mayoral club hlanga lomhlabathi hlangalezwe silesikhulu wena ongangeyintaba hlonishwa umongameli wezwe hlonishwa ubaba uRamaphosa hlonishwa undunankulu wesifundazwe hlonishwa ubaba uNtuli abahlonishwa ongqongqoshe indlunkulu kaZulu indlunkulu yesilo umdolomba indlunkulu omama besilo amazinyane angabafowabo nodadewabo besilo indlunkulu yonke kaZulu inkosi yesizwe sakwaNdelu inkosi uShinga usihlalo wamakhosi wendlu yobuholi kwaZulu Natal amakhosi asendlunkulu wonke hlonishwa umeya nomeya bonke amalungu esishamthetho sakwaZulu Natal eholwa umhlonishwa uDeputy Speaker udadewethu Tembe deputy ministers nama MECs zethu kwaZulu Natal ongqongqoshe besifundazwe noZulu wonkana siyathokoza kakhulu kumhlonishwa umeya. Ngifisa ukuthi ngiqale ngokucela abadidiyeli neinduna babumhlongo nethimba lakho Mntwana uVanana nethimba lakho ngiyacela nibuyele lapha etendeni senze kube nokuthula nokuhlalisana kahle kunokungahlalisani kahle lapha etendeni ngenxa yomsindo okhona kanti sizothamela umkhosi omkhulu wesizwe sakwaZulu. Ngakho ngiyacela bakithi ukuba abadidiyeli basenzele kube nokuthula lapha etendeni. Bengicelileke ukuba masingena lapha ngakwesobunxele singabi ne-chaos, kube ne-order ngesikhathi abantu bedlulekela amatenda amabili. Uma lokho kungekwazi ukwenzeka mhlambe lokho kwenzeka kuwona sikumise kwenzeke ngesinye isikhathi. Ngalolu suku olukhulu ke hlanga lomhlabathi hlangalezwe wena kaMdlokombane indlula mithi yamakhosi Nkosi beyiphika beyazi. Ngiyofisa ukuba sicele umhlonishwa undunankulu wesifundazwe ubaba uArthur Thamsanqa Ntuli ukuba egameni likahulumeni wesifundazwe azobeka inkulumo yakhe ngalolu suku lesilo sakaDukuza. At this point in time, I am going to respectfully request the Honorable Premier of the Province of KwaZulu-Natal, Honorable Arthur Thamsanqa Ntuli, to come to the podium and on behalf of the Province of KwaZulu-Natal government deliver his address to the people of the province on this memorious day, which is the day when we celebrate ilembe leqamanya malembe ngokukhalipha. Mphemba umbhobho usungowakho Mphemba ngeke nguthathe. Ngiyathokoza.
Thank you very much, program directors, the Deputy Minister and the MEC who are directing our program today. Shanga lomhlabathi hlangalezwe silo esikhulu. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of South Africa, President Ramaphosa, the honorable ministers, especially the Minister of Transport, who's seated here, Honorable Barbara, and the Minister of Culture, Honorable Shabisa. The Deputy Ministers present, and all the MECs present, especially those from KwaZulu-Natal, the leader of government and business, Honorable MEC Duma, His Worship the Mayor of eThekwini, Councillor Kaba, the MPs and MPLs present, all mayors present, and honorable councillors. Ndunankulu kaZulu, Reverend Buthelezi, Ondlunkulu, abakhona phakathi kwethu, ikakhulukazi nge-seniority uNdlunkulu kaGwabini ebengithi ngimbonile noNdlunkulu Ntombela, oNdlunkulu besilo uMdlokombane noNdlunkulu wesilo esesihlalweni, abatwana baseNdlunkulu, amakhosi aseNdlunkulu, ikakhulukazi inkosi Areshinga ehola indlu yamakhosi lapha esifundazweni, abefundisi, amabutho, members of the media, the police, distinguished guests, fellow citizens of KwaZulu-Natal, ladies and gentlemen, today we gather not only to unveil a statue, but to honor an enduring legacy that spans centuries, one that has helped shape not just our province, but our nation. This momentous occasion is a tribute to King Shaka Kasenzangakhona, a visionary leader whose profound impact on the Zulu kingdom and our collective history resonates strongly even today. It was 2 years ago, on October 29, 2022, when His Excellency President Ramaphosa, on behalf of the people of South Africa, recognized the reign of His Majesty, Isilo Misizulu kaZwelithini, as the monarch of the Zulu nation and province. This recognition reinforced the continuity of a legacy of leadership and resilience that began with King Shaka, a leader who not only unified the Zulu nation, but also laid the foundations of a community grounded in courage, unity, and purpose. In his acceptance speech, His Majesty spoke of a powerful vision, saying, I open quotes, "Our nation is based on a myriad of customs and values that span so many years. There is evidence that communities can thrive on their cultural heritage in the form of smart tourism. This time, the Zulu royal family will lead the way, as immediately my office will work with tourism authorities, relevant departments, and organized local government in the province in order to launch the Royal Tourism Destination Initiatives." Close quote. Your Majesty, today we follow your leadership. This statue of King Shaka stands as a testament to our shared commitment to cultural heritage tourism, which aligns with the government's grand vision for actually preserving and celebrating our shared history. Luhlangalezwe, this statue marks the beginning of a renewed focus on cultural tourism, empowering local communities and attracting visitors to experience the depth of our traditions, values, and stories. King Shaka's legacy is one of unity, resilience, and strength, qualities that continue to guide us forward. Through the newly integrated KwaZulu-Natal Tourism and Film Authority, we will amplify heritage tourism routes and create opportunities to honor the rich tapestry of our collective identity. Mr. President, ladies and gentlemen, as we unveil this statue, let us reflect on the visionary leadership of King Shaka and his generation. His foresight, strength, and determination laid at the blueprint for unity and resilience, qualities we strive to emulate as we tackle our modern challenges. The values he instilled, discipline, a deep sense of community, and an unwavering commitment to his people remain foundational to our identity as KwaZulu-Natal and as South Africans. This statue symbolizes our respect and gratitude for a leader who shaped history through innovation and strategic acumen, carving out a legacy that inspires not only the Zulu nation, but all of us. It is our shared heritage, and today we stand together to celebrate it. As the Premier of KwaZulu-Natal, it is my hope that King Shaka's legacy will serve as a beacon, guiding our province towards greater unity, strength, and prosperity. Let this statue stand as a testament to the strength of the people who, against all odds, continue to rise and build a better future for generations to come. May we draw strength from his legacy and work together to realize the vision of a thriving, united KwaZulu-Natal. In his honor, we must do it in his honor, as the government of national unity and the government of provincial unity. Let this monument inspire us all to build a thriving KwaZulu-Natal, anchored in our heritage and propelled by a shared commitment to progress. Together we honor the past, embrace the present, and shape a prosperous future. Ngiyathokoza, baphathi bohlelo. Thank you very much.
Siyabonga baba. As we continue to celebrate the legacy of King Shaka, we'll call Jumbo, yes, to give us a celebratory mood. Kausijabulise Jumbo. Are you ready, Jumbo?
Yebo. Sanibonani. Wena Nkosi uyazi. Wasu Jesu Pasi sotangana ekalile.
Asimshayeleni izandla.
Siyathokoza kakhulu kuJumbo. Bengicela ukuthi ibutho leli elizogida la enkundleni umcimbi usuqalile Zulumuhle. Abadala bethu sebephakathi kwethu. Isilo sethu siphakathi kwethu ngakho ke asithibe siqhubeke nohlelo. DM.
Thank you very much, MEC. President, I was tempted to stop Ujumbo, but amadoda ase Natal bacula kamnandi. So wangichama. Ngavela nyamyeka thatha isikhathi sakho. Ngiyaxolisa President.
Hey, uthi DM ngiyamchama.
Hayi wena awukwazi.
Uthi DM ngiyamchama. Thanks for charming you, DM. I welcome the charming.
Thank you very much. Indeed, Premier, today we continue to celebrate King Shaka Zulu's legacy, which is celebrated over centuries. And as we do so, we have to draw lessons from King Shaka's secrets into valuable leadership lessons by building a sense of mission, and that the mission is more important than conversion, and that to be a conqueror, be apprenticed to a conqueror, lead, take charge, and lead from the front. Go where angels fear to tread. I now call upon Honorable Minister of Transport, Mayor Barbara Creasy, to introduce and invite His Excellency President Cyril Ramaphosa. Thank you very much, Mayor Barbara. Asimshayeleni izandla.
Thank you very much to our wonderful program directors, the President of the Republic of South Africa, His Excellency Mr. Cyril Matamela Ramaphosa, His Majesty Mrs. Zulu Kazwelithini, the Honorable Premier of KwaZulu-Natal, Mr. Tami Ntuli, all ministers and deputy ministers present today, all members of the Executive Council of KwaZulu-Natal present, His Worship, the Mayor of eThekwini, Councillor Cyril Xaba, and all other mayors present, Queen Mothers present, Undulunkulu Dolomba, Inkosi Shinga, and all Amakosi and traditional leaders present today, all directors general and heads of department, the CEO of AXA, and all other state-owned public entities, esteemed guests, ladies and gentlemen. I'm honored to be here today at this significant event that connects our present with our august forebears. Today's unveiling symbolizes the link we have as South Africans with our past and our great pride in our heritage. This is exemplified today by one of our nation's most renowned figures, King Shaka Zakona. The presence of King Shaka as he greets visitors to our airport is a profound and potent reminder and inspiration. As today we face challenges, so those who have gone before us have set us an example. They too faced difficult times, but they did so with courage and fortitude, promoting unity and purpose. This airport and its surrounding infrastructure play a key role in connecting eThekwini, KwaZulu-Natal, and South Africa with the global community. It also serves to welcome visitors to experience the natural beauty of KwaZulu-Natal and enjoy the deep hospitality of its people. Sustainable and inclusive economic growth is the apex priority of this administration. And King Shaka International Airport has a key role to play in ensuring the continued prosperity of this province and the Zulu Kingdom, as well as of its people. It is now my privilege to invite someone who continuously faces today's challenges with courage and fortitude to address you. A leader who always seeks to unite us and to direct us to focus with purpose and consistency on building our country. It is my great pleasure to invite the President of the Republic of South Africa, His Excellency Mr. Cyril Matamela Ramaphosa, to address you.
Program directors, Your Majesty, King Mrs. Zulu, the King of the Zulus, Reverend Thulasizwe Buthelezi, Ondlunkulu, abantwana basendlunkulu, the Premier of our province, Minister Barbara Creasy, and other ministers and deputy ministers here present, members of parliament, MECs, the Mayor of eThekwini Metro, Councillor Cyril Kaba, the chairperson of the House of Traditional and Khoisan Leaders, Inkosi Shinga, the CEO of the Airports Company of South Africa, and the management of that company, representatives of business, representatives of political parties here present, religious leaders, amakhosi onke akhona lapha, izinduna, omama, izintombi, distinguished guests. Kuyintokozo enkulu kimi ukuba lapha namhlanje. Today is a truly historic day for the Zulu people, but it is also a historic day for the people of South Africa as a whole. It is an important day because today we raise the glory of King Shaka Kasenza Ngakhona, the founder of the great Zulu nation. King Shaka was a warrior king. He was a unifier, an outstanding leader, a reformer, and a nation builder. It is fitting that he has been immortalized in the statue that we unveiled at this airport today. I would like to congratulate the KwaZulu-Natal Provincial Government, the Department of Sports, Arts and Culture, the Department of Transport, and the Airports Company South Africa for fulfilling their undertaking to erect this memorial in honor of Isilo Ushaka. Last year, more people visited this province from the local areas in our country as well as international tourists. They came to this beautiful province of our country to visit the beaches, its natural splendor, and also its wildlife. They also came to experience the unique traditions, customs, and culture of Amazulu. The statue that we unveiled this morning stands as a proud testament to a great history, to a great man, and also to a glorious era in the life of the Zulu nation during the reign of King Shaka, ilembe, eleqa amanye amalembe ngokukhalipha. This statue will not only inspire visitors to our country, it will also invite other visitors to come and see this statue, a representation of a great king. It is the greatest source of pride that King Shaka's life, his history and contribution is being retold and reclaimed by the generation born into democracy. 30 years ago, we cast off the shackles of bondage. We ended apartheid. We exploded into a new era of freedom, a new era of equality, With every step that we took, we knew that we were being carried along by the spirits of our forebears, the heroes of our past. Long, long before we waged the struggle for our liberation from apartheid rule, there were the great warrior kings and queens who took up the spear of resistance against the colonial invaders who came from Europe to come and dispossess our people of their land, and who came to denigrate their customs, their way of life, and traditions, who came to this land to humiliate our people. King Shaka's illustrious history is well known. He is among those leaders with so great a reputation that his reputation has passed into legend. And yet for centuries, those who oppressed the South African people sought to denigrate his name to suit their own ends. Bakhuluma amanga amaningi ngombuso wesilo. During colonial and apartheid rule, we were force-fed the history of the oppressors. We were taught about Vasco da Gama, Sir Henry Smith, Piet Retief, the story of the young King Shaka and how he triumphed over a difficult childhood was not told to inspire young black children. Instead, we had to recite poems of writers from Europe. Since the advent of democracy, we have worked hard to restore pride in the history of all the people of this great land. We have been deliberate about reconstructing and rebuilding the history that should be taught in our schools. There aren't many places in a free South Africa that fully glorify the heroes and heroines of our people. We do not have the requisite number of symbols, of names and events built on our people's history, their pain, and their lives that were destroyed. A statue such as this, the one that we unveiled this morning, represents not just a great person in the person of King Shaka. It represents a history, a value system, and the aspirations of a people. The statue that we unveiled is a testament of unity. It's a testament of nation building, of cohesion, of oneness. Since his reign began in the early 1800s, King Shaka used the military and political systems he established to bring his people together. He forged alliances, integrated rival clans, and reformed social structures to unite AmaZulu towards a common destiny and a common purpose. This is an aspiration that transcends generations. It is our responsibility as a people to strive towards this goal, no matter how difficult or how long it takes. It talks to principled leadership that puts the greater good above narrow interests. King Shaka gave counsel, and wise counsel for that matter, but he also took counsel. He had respect for rival kings, even those with whom he had waged wars. He put the interests of his people first. We will reclaim our history. We will ensure that it is glorified in this generation into the next. And we will lift high our heroes. We will name our streets and our buildings after them. Yes, we will write books about them. We will also make television shows about them and erect statues in their honor, just as we have done this morning with the very powerful representation statue of King Ushak. We do so because these heroes represent our past and reflect our aspirations for the future. Your Majesty, King Misizulu Kazwelithini, this was a project close to the heart of your father, the late King Zwelithini. We are honored that we have been able to fulfill his vision. King Shaka reshaped his people's destiny. May this statue continue to honor his memory as a beacon of courage, resilience, and great leadership. May this statue that we have unveiled serve as an enduring reminder to all of us that unity is the bedrock on which nations are built, the lifeblood that sustains them, and the key to their progress. This indeed is a great day. It's a great day that should go down in history. That today we not only uphold and restore the memory and the standing of King Shaka, we do so not only for KZN, not only for the people, the Zulu people in KZN, but all of us as South Africans. Because in the end, King Shaka was a king for all of us. And we honor him as South Africans. And we respect him as South Africans. Your Majesty, we thank you for having also enabled this honor to be bestowed on your great-great-grandfather. Thank you.
Bengicela sishaya hlombe likhulu sishayela umongameli wezwe laseNingizimu Afrika. A big clap for the President of the country, Honorable Premier. Siyathokoza kakhulu. Your Majesty, the King of the Zulu Nation, bantwana basendlunkulu, ongqongqoshe, nohulumeni wonke okhona phakathi kwethu. Thank you very much to the President. The President has given us a very enriching history of what the founder of the Zulu Nation stood for and stands for. We appreciate that, Your Excellency the President. At this point in time, we are getting to Ivutondaba. We are reaching our climax. Sesizocela ke ukuba abaphithizelayo bayeke ukuphithizela. Sicela ukuba sonke sizothe. Ngizocela ukuba umhlonishwa undunankulu wesilo noZulu, umhlonishwa umfundisi uThulasizwe Buthelezi usezoza ngaphambili azokwenza umsebenzi wakhe njengondunankulu kaZulu ukuba asicelele omdala ukuba azokhuluma nabantu bakayise. I am now going to ask the Traditional Prime Minister of the Zulu Nation, the Reverend Thulasizwe Buthelezi, Honorable Thulasizwe Buthelezi, to come forward and perform his duties as the Traditional Prime Minister of the Zulu Nation and the King, to usher to the podium His Majesty. We are told that there is a problem with the microphone, so those responsible for protocol, can they please sort out things so that we do not get disturbed when His Majesty speaks to the nation. Can I therefore ask that we abide by that order? Please, no movement. We are all seated. We are all now quietly listening to the message of the day from His Majesty. Umfulo washa amanzi lapha entabeni kaNobamba uhlale phansi. Awumhlongo. Umfulo washa amanzi awuhlale phansi. Zisize induna nabatitiyeli. Shenge uyahuka kumakalanyana awenza umsebenzi wawo.
The program directors, the MEC, Kaula, and Deputy Minister Peace Mabe, His Majesty the King, His Excellency the President of our country, Mr. Cyril Ramaphosa, together with the ministers accompanying the President, Minister of Kokta, Mr. Velenkosini Hlabisa, Minister of Transport, Ms. Barbara Creasy, and all ministers and deputy ministers present, the Honorable Premier of KwaZulu-Natal, Mr. Thamsanqa Ntuli, the Leader of Government Business, Mr. Siboniso Duma, and all MECs present. Their Majesties, the Queens, Queen Mamieni, Ndlovukazi, Queen Mavis Zungu, the Queen of Kwalindu Zulu, and the Queen of Ondini, and members of the royal family, His Worship the Mayor of eThekwini, Councillor Cyril Kaba, and all mayors present, Amakhosi asendlunkulu, members of the clergy, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. I rise to introduce His Majesty the King before he speaks on this historic occasion where we are all gathered to honor the founder of the Zulu nation. And on behalf of His Majesty, may I welcome you, Your Excellency, again to the kingdom of the Zulu. Last time the President was here, the President was at KwaXeza to honor King Dinuzulu. And again, you are here, Your Excellency, to honor King Shaka kasenza ngakhona ethi kwaceza His Excellency was in the presence of His Majesty, and again, Your Excellency, you are in the presence of His Majesty. And all the games that happened at Kwaceza are now in history, Your Excellency, because we are now all serving under the Premier to ensure that this province prospers from strength to strength. And therefore, as we pause to honor the founder of the Zulu nation, who was internationally respected, ilembe lekamanye ngokukhalipha at King Shaka International Airport, we also honor the work that the government of South Africa has done, also in profiling one of the founders of our democracy, after whom the airport in Johannesburg is named, Mr. O.R. Tambo, who also spearheaded the international campaign for liberation of this country, just as the founder of the Zulu nation, King Shaka, put this nation on the global map. The story of the Zulu nation is a story of courage, bold vision, and sacrifice. King Shaka nurtured within him the vision of creating something greater than himself. And as the president has said, he set out to unify all the Zulu clans that until then had no common purpose, and laid the foundation of a common identity and formidable military force which would gain international acclaim. It is therefore a fitting tribute, Your Excellency, that as the President of South Africa, your presence here today and your powerful words crown such a majestic and historic occasion. I present to you our King, who carries the spear that fell down from King Shaka and was picked up by King Dingane kasenza ngakhona. King Dingane defended the land against the Afrikaners on 16 December 1838. And finally, when his spear fell, it was picked up by King Bande kasenza ngakhona. King Bande reigned in relative peace for 40 years, and his spear was picked up by King Cetshwayo, who again defended the land against the British invasion at Isandlwane on 22 January 1879. King Dinuzulu picked up the spear of freedom that fell from his father and continued to fight for Zulu sovereignty and identity. King Solomon picked up the spear of unity in the ensuing period to once again forge a united kingdom that had been ravaged by civil war. King Biguzulu, whose widow is here today, Queen Mavis, picked up the spear to hold on to the Zulu dream of unity in strength against the onslaught of an apartheid government. The king's father, King Zwelithini, ushered in an era through Ingonyama Trust at the advent of our democracy. And our king, who sits on the throne of King Shaka, King Misuzulu kaZwelithini now carries this spear with pride to lead his people as he leads a new era of a bright awakening of Zulu pride and prestige. And as we honor King Shaka today, we honor the embodiment of King Shaka in our present king. Bayede hlangalezwe nina besilo indlunkulu indlovukazi kwabeni omkankosi indlunkulu yesilo ngethula kini Zulu umhlonishwa mongameli umhlonishwa ndunankulu wesifundazwe abahlonishwa bonke ilembe eliphilayo okungunomthebe wethu isilo esibusayo ngiyafisa ndunankulu mhlonishwa uNtuli ukunqoma igalelo likahulumeni wakho Mphemba ekuhleleni wonke lo msebenzi omkhulu kangaka nibambisene nesigungu sakho ikakhulukazi ungqongqoshe umhlonishwa uSiboniso Duma obesekhaleni lokuhlela zonke inhlelo zokuphepha nokuthuthwa kwabantu besilo ukuthi bafike bephephile. Umhlonishwa mongameli ubukhona bakho kusinika ithemba lokuthi isisekelo senhlonipho nokuzigqaja njengesizwe samaZulu uzoqhubeka kube intshisekelo kithi njengoba isilo esiholayo sembule ikhaselisha lokuzethemba njengoZulu ngethula kini Zulu isilo unomthebe wethu ohleze esihlalweni selembe ngethula kini ingonyama yesizwe samaZulu ethwele emahlombe aso onke amathemba nekusasa likaZulu njengoba okhokho bakho ngonyama bavikela izwe enqome livikelwa isilo sasemgungundlovu njengoba ukhokho wakho Silo wavikela izwe esandlwana kanjalo isilo namanje sisaqhubeka nomsebenzi wokuvikela izwe ngaphansi kweNgonyama Trust kuyintokozo enkulu kimi ngokukhulu ukuthobeka ukuthi ngethule isilo ukuba sibe namazwi phakathi kwesizwe uyamemeza okandaba bathu inkosi yohlanga uyamemeza okandaba bathu inkosi yohlanga uyamemeza okandaba bathu inkosi yohlanga uyinkosi yamakhosi uyinkosi yamakhosi uyinkosi yamakhosi bezokandaba bathu inkosi yohlanga mana nkosi yohlanga mana nkosi yohlanga uyinkosi yamakhosi uyinkosi yamakhosi uyinkosi yamakhosi uyinkosi yamakhosi wasibiza savuma mana nkosi yohlanga mana nkosi yohlanga mana nkosi yohlanga uyinkosi yamakhosi uyinkosi yamakhosi Uyinkosi yamakhosi, uyinkosi yamakhosi, wena wendlovu, wena wendlovu, bayede.
Wena kamsimude ovele ngesiluba wabuphakathi kwamangisi kanye namaqadasi inkonjane eduwele ezulwini ezinye eduwele emafini unowela umva ebengwamakhosi ebengwawo oshaka ebengwawo odingane umdayisabela nakweliphesheya ozalukazi lakusala emanxiweni maxega usala emzileni sikhukhula sikandaba siye sakhukhula omama siye sabetshatha sabalahle enkwazini ebengezemfula sabalahle enkwazini ebengezothukela dabole ngelasedlokweni lalingamanzi eyilomo manzi odwa yakuhlale babaza bubuza kuyikhexa yabona imlomo hlango lwamakhosi khula ngonyama
Wena wendlovu, wena wendlovu, bayede.
Mphathi wohlelo Mhlonisha Khawula nina besilo ngingakaqali nje inkulumo osukwini lwanamhlanje ngenxa yezinga nohlobo lomcimbi esinawo namhlanje zulumnyama igama lizisho lona lithi King Shaka International ibutho nentombi uZulu kuyomela ngixolele namhlanje sizawukhuluma oluka George okuyi international nena besilo ngokukhulu ukukhethekile ngicela ukuthi ngamukele nonke ngoba nilapha niyisizwe abahlobo bethu nabanye abasuka amazweni angaphandle ukuba nifike kulesi sifunda futhi nifikele eKing Shaka International Airport la sizobungaza khona ilembe eleqa amanye amalembe ngokukhalipha nonke ngiyanemukela nina besilo ngokukhulu ukukhetheka ngicela ukuba ngemukele umongameli wami His Honorable uPresident uCyril Ramaphosa ngibuye ngihloniphe ngokukhulu ukuhlonipha Ndunankulu Premier wesifunda saKwaZulu Natal Mphemba bingelele Ndunankulu wesizwe umfundisi uReverend Thula Sizwe Buthelezi ngibonge kakhulu ngibingelele umeya waseThekwini Xaba ukuthi ube khona siyathokoza nonkosi ukuthi uzobambisana kanye nathi edolobheni lakho ngicela ukuthi ngibale bonke ominister abakhona besizwe sonke sase-South Africa naba-provincial abe-province nina besilo ngithokoze kakhulu members of the executive council siyabonga kakhulu nani ukuthi nibe khona kanye nathi kulolu suku lwanamhlanje indlunkulu yami indlunkulu uMdolomba okuyiyona ephelezela futhi ehamba nondlunkulu abazinkehli zami undlunkulu Gwabini undlunkulu Ntombela ngibingelela kakhulu komama bami undlunkulu wakwaLinda uZulu undlunkulu Mandlovu siyathokoza undlunkulu kuba khona kwakho undlunkulu kaMafu undlunkulu waSondeni ngiyathokoza undlunkulu ukuthi sihlezi siyindawonye kule misebenzi yesizwe ngibingelele bonke abatwana abangiphelezele namhlanje ukuza kulomcimbi ngibingelele amazinyane amabili azalwa yimina umntwana uNoluthando nomntwana uJubezizweni bese ngibingelela abafowethu nodadewethu ngike ngaba nankinga ngisacela ukuthi ngime lapho angizele lokho kodwa ngisacela ukuthi ngikhumbuzele abafowethu nodadewethu ikakhulu laba abakwakakhangelana mankengane ukuthi abasesiba abatwana amazinyane bangabatwana manje ngivele ngibukwe kabi ngibe umuntu omubi ngiyisitha nje manje kwabakwethu ngibatshela iqiniso angedlule ninabesila selanga lokho ngibingelela amakhosi asedlunkulu onke amakhosi waselwa aholwa inkosi uShinga inkosi uSithole ngithokoza kakhulu kubo bonke opremier abadala abalesi sifunda umhlonishwa uNdebele umhlonishwa uKhabazela umhlonishwa uZikalala akekho engimkhohliwe nabesizwe nina bendlovu amabutho amavikela sihlalo sihlezi sikanye nani niyinhliziyo yami nomqondo wami neumzimba wesihlalo ngiphakamise izintombi zonke zomhlanga ngithokoze kakhulu nani ukuthi nikanye nathi vivana kanjalo ngiyathokoza nina besilo Zulu omnyama indlela zimhlophe ngicela ukuthi sesiqale lo hlelo sengena ke kwelika George Your Excellency, in the history of the nations there are certain individuals whose legacies transcend and time define not only the generation, however, the soul, the spirit of an inspired people. In the history of the Zulu nation, the name Ingonyama or Isilo Ushaka Kasenza Ngakhona is the one that evokes pride, unity, deep emotions within all of us. Today we gather to honor King Shaka Kasenza Ngakhona, his memory, and reflect on the legacy he left, which has shaped the identity of the Zulu people and the people of the Republic and Africa as a whole. Your Excellency, my President, it is essential to recognize that when we celebrate King Shaka today, we do not only celebrate him as an individual alone. Rather, we honor him and the entire generation of which he led in his time. Indeed, King Shaka did not build the mighty nation on his own. He did not build it solely with the Zulu royal family alone. Ilembe aslakhanga lesi sizwe nendlukulu yodwa kwakungekulungu. Mina ngithembele esizweni kakhulu kunendlukulu. Nina bese lihle iqiniso. Sengiqhubeka Zulu ndlela zimhlophe. His Majesty King Shaka built this nation together with his forefathers, with the courageous men and women of that era, the brave souls who believed in his vision and shared his dreams. These were the people who, rather within the King Shaka, laid the foundation and unified this nation. Grounded in resilience, we still survive. Unity and our purpose. Nina besilo kubalekile ukuthi sikhumbule ukuthi akekho umuntu ongenza into yedwa. Noma ibhizinisi yedwa kusile ibhizinisi le yabanjiswana. Okuyisithombe lesi ilembe elizama ukusikhanyisela ukuthi uma sibambisene kuyawuphunyelelwa phambili. My Honorable Premier, I raise this point because there is a concerning tendency today to view the royal family separate from the Zulu nation, apart from Amakhosi. Yet the truth is that there can be no Zulu royal family without the Zulu people. Ngisanda kusho lokho. Ayikho indlu enkulu ngaphandle kweyini. Ingakho sizwe sikaMageba indlu enkulu kubalekile ukuthi inilalele nini ukuthi nithini. Inizwe futhi. Your Excellency, my President, King Shaka taught us that leadership is rooted in unity, in the strength and trust of its people. His legacy reminds us that the royal family, the nation, and Amakhosi are inseparable, bound together by the purpose of that identity. King Shaka in his generation taught us that the fundamental importance of land to the Zulu nation. They showed us that land is more than just soil. Fundisiwe Amakhosi amadala ukuthi umhlabathi uyini kithi siyisizwe samaZulu. It is our home, the place where we are born and raised. The land is the source of our food, the pasture for our livestock, and the final resting place for the bones of our loved ones resting as ancestors as I speak. In KwaZulu-Natal, the king is nothing without land. And the people are nothing without land. Sizwe samaZulu ndunankulu mongameli. Ngihleze ngibuza ukuthi manje ngahle niphucwe izwe laKwaZulu niyoyibiza ngokuthi niyini nesizwe sinye. singafiki kuleyo mcabango. Ngakho izwe libalulekile. Sengiqhubeka inabesilo. My president, it is with the profound and understanding that I pledge today before those who have passed, those who live, those yet to be born, that I will protect the land of the Zulus for the rest of my life. Ngizolivikela izwe lakwaZulu impilo yami yonke. I vow that as long as I live, no one will take the land of the Zulus. Nxa ngisaphila ngebe lithinte nabesilo nami isifundiso nesakhiwo esiwubudoda kimi engasishiyelwa umdlokombane nabesilo. Angizenzeli ngisahambe endaweni yakhe. Ninabesilo, by defending the land of the Zulu, I am not only honoring my father, the late king, the late Isilo, however, also all the other monarchs and Amakosi warriors before me, your forebears, who protected this land in their time also. Their legacy endures through our commitment, and it is our sacred duty to uphold it. Nina Besilo, Zulu Malandela, while King Shaka is rightfully celebrated for his military genius, there is another profound aspect of his legacy that deserves recognition. King Shaka pioneered a unique system of government and governance, demonstrating remarkable understanding of the land and its people. He knew each hill, every river. He took a personal interest in the communities residing within his realm, understanding the leadership and structures of their traditions. King Shaka's governance was blended seemingly with local and familial and mutual reinforcing of the sense of belonging and mutual respect. Inhlonipho. Ngubeka Linabesilo, another aspect of King Shaka's legacy lies in his support for the women's leadership. Umlando wakithi awuzungakuveza ukuthi ilembe lalihlonipha kakhulu ubulili besifazane ukuthi abambisane nabo esihlalweni sakhe azi ukuthi uyakwazi ukuthi kwakhiwe isizwe kanye nabo. Another significant aspect was the formation of several amakhanda, a remarkable system where women were involved. For example, Queen Nandi was very essential in this effect, in Ndlovukazi uNandi. Incorporating them into his broader vision for the Zulu kingdom. His commitment to elevating women in leadership roles stands is a powerful testament to his progressive approach and is a legacy that continues to inspire us till this very day. Today, I thank all women who have contributed in our democracy, as I mentioned this. As we develop our cultural heritage roots, let us ensure that we acknowledge and celebrate local history, local heroes, and local heroines. Ngoba khona amaqhawe abantu besifazane. Asingabi isizwe esenza sengathi asiboni ulamela. Today let us pay homage to the spirit of all amakhosi esizwe, as we have done in honoring iLembe by creating monuments and symbols that immortalize the legacies. Through this, we etch their stories into shared history, ensuring invaluable contributions are never to be forgotten. Lokhu nina besilo ngithi, njengoba sibungaza isilo iLembe namhlanje, uke washo undunankulu ukuthi umongameli egcina esifundeni sakithi sihlangene ngalendlela kwakuyikwaceza. Kwayinto ebalekile leyo okuyikhona engikushona besilo ukuthi onke amakhosi anegalelo lawo. Ngalokho ayadinga ukubongwa nina besilo. Mr. President, in a time when we are beset by those who would harm us, who threaten the well-being of our children, we have much to learn from the wisdom of King Shaka in this manner. His legacy teaches us the importance of defending our communities, harnessing intelligence rooted in the strength of our people, ensuring the safety of our future generations. By embracing his lessons, we forge a stronger and more resilient society. Uma singaqhubeka sisebenzise usiko nendlela impilo yokuphila kweLembe, isizwe sethu siyophumelela njalo. Sengivala nina besilo. In closing, I wish to express my heartfelt gratitude, especially to my government under the leadership of Thamsanqa Ntuli Mpemba, for upholding the promise made by my late father, Ndlokombane, the longest serving monarch, together with the longest serving Prime Minister, Umntwana wakaPhindangene. As I unveil, and as I have unveiled this statue today, Mr. President and everyone, I felt the presence not only of my father, Isilo Sakwakhangela, but I also felt the presence of King Shaka, His Majesty himself, the Zulu Emperor. Together, iLembe, noMdlokombane, together they stand with us in spirit, reminding us the enduring legacy and strength of our people as a Zulu nation. Ngiyabonga kakhulu kubo bonke abathe bahlela lo mcimbi. Ngiyabonga kakhulu kumongameli ukuhlonipha lo mcimbi omkhulu kangaka. Sizokhumbuzana ukuthi ibivele isebenza bakwethu i-airport kodwa ingavuliwe ngokomthetho. Kwasiphazamisa kakhulu ukuhamba kukaMdlokombane neNdlovukazi ngoba yayisiphelile. Kuze kube namhlanje siyambonga uNkulunkulu neyinyanya namandlozi alesi sizwe ukuthi usuku lwanamhlanje lugcine lwenzekile. Ngibonga kakhulu, ngibongela indlunkulu, ndunankulu. Ngibonga kakhulu umongameli. Akulula ukusihlanganisa umongameli isilo undunankulu endlini eyodwa akulula. Ngoba siyasebenza bakwethu kubhizi kakhulu, indaba zezwe ziyasidinga kakhulu. Sizinikele nathi sizwe sikaMageba. Ngithokoza kakhulu usuku lwanamhlanje nokuyiphatha kahle. Sizobungaza iqhawe lakithi. Ngiyathokoza nabesilo. Inkosi enibusise. Amen.
Wena wendlovu, wena wendlovu, bayede.
Indlovu emanxeba angekandaba ekaziyokhothwa ngibani ngoba zonke izindlovu ziyokhothwa ngabonina. Ilanga lisilahlile emazulu kwelakithi kaZulu lapho singenamgodi wokucasha. Izwe lisiphikile Mageba singenasihlangu sokuvika. Okhasele engweni kaMsimude bebazimthethe izimbeleko ngezabafokazane imbabala ethumba amadoda lapha ehlathini eBhalitho ngentshelo mlabalaba elalingaziwa umuntu lewadida amadoda lamdida ubiyela umqaphe ngonyama ladida ujika ezalwa kaXaba ngencwadi encane eqoshwe ngumkhwanazi usayitshena omkhulu lapha esifundezweni sakithi kaZulu kwezomthetho yabadida nabasendiya abuyele emuva amandiya enikina amakhanda etete izandla athi umkhwanazi udlala umampatile lapha edlathini eBhalitho xola mkhwanazi umfundlane uyesaba futhi uyenqaba ukulahla inkosi lapha ehlathini ngoba yokudlwana izilwane ngezehlathi zinkulu izindaba iphuma uphoko kwelakithi kaZulu mntakandaba yenqaba inkomfenge nabaphelezeli ngoba yokulahlekelwa nayisizwe ngesikasenza ngakhona kithi kaZulu solahleka nesikambo ngizozwa khula Mageba liyashona ilanga umsindo kwingonyama trust ungowani bondaba uyavusela amakhosi yebo ukuthi uthumala ngoba imbabazane isiwahaqazela amadoda ngangezinyembezi ngapha ngasempangeni. Ivale mfana Mageba lo ndaba ine affidavit iyakubangela bomthetho ngisho kwena ke kwenkwezela yakithi enkunzana abayikhiphe enqunu lapha endlini bathumisa uZulu ubomvusa igidigidi kanti okandaba bengenamali bambangela amanxeba yebo ukuthi unikala sifike kuseshaya mthethondini saphuma leyo shona ilanga iyasipheke yasithulula imbabazane emahwanqa ngomqungu amaphepha ithumisa uZulu selenzile icala kwela kubo kaZulu ngoba ethatha uthando uyise esalwe emazimeleni wamshovela esizibeni isiziba sasingabhukudi umuntu sasibhukuda umuntu ngoba lokho endlini kokantuzo hlanga lomhlabathi khula ngonyama.
Wena wendlovu, wena wendlovu, bayede. Usetha ihlomi idlamado. Owaliwa ize hlanga lomhlabathi. Usetha ihlomi idlamado. Owaliwa ize hlanga lamakhosi. Usetha ihlomi idlamado. Owaliwa ize hlanga lomhlabathi. Wena wendlovu, wena wendlovu, bayede.
Hlangaleze, hlangala makhosi. Siyathobeka kakhulu.